Welcome to another sololevelingarise video. With the release of the brand new sets, I want to go over on which set provides the highest DPS for your hunters. So sets such as the Warmonger, such as Arm, Burning Curse, we're going to go over on how much those actually buff your damage, as well as the support set such as the Burning Blessings. So gimmick sets such as, if we can go over the artifacts right now, that specifically buffs a certain attack, such as solid analysis, which is for break, one hit kill for your ult, and solid foundation for your core attack. I won't be testing those because most of the time, if you're gonna go for an ult build, you're gonna be running those. So all of the other stuff don't matter. So for the combination, we're gonna go over on which one is the best set of combination to get the highest amount of damage. So with that, let's just go over some control groups that I have created just to make every test equal. So this is the current stats that I have for my Sung Jinwoo. I'm gonna have 10,024 attack on pretty much almost everything except for a Burning Curse set and for my expert testing, because those stats are a little bit, I couldn't get to 10,024. So those might be 10,020 and 10,040. Something that's very small, that the difference don't really matter. Another important thing is that precision is at 99% at all times, so I can get very consistent number. The critical hit rate, the testings for the most part is not crits, except for the full set, but I'm still going to include crit damage because most of them will have 70% of crit damage except for toughness because it buffs crit. Defense spend is going to be stuck at 1.9% and damage increase will be stuck at 0%. So those are the control groups that I'm running. I am running Westwind just because it's one single number, so we're going to take that. Skills don't matter because I'm not going to use them, and I'm just going to have, I have Reawakening, which I don't really use. So with that, let's go on to the first artifact set. Starting off, we are going to be using one of the most generic and simple artifact to use, which is the Arm set. It just increases the user's attack at the 2 set, as well as ignoring some defense at the 4 set. Most of the time, you're going to be running this as a 2 set, but for this testing, we're going to be using the full 4 set, and with that, let's see how much damage it does. With that, the Arm set currently ranks number 1 with an average damage of 254,380. And then just as a disclaimer that an average damage with no artifact with this exact same setup is 237,126. So the Arm set had a damage increase of 17,255. And let's see what else the other sets gives us. And with that, let's move on to the next one. The next set we're gonna go over is the Warmonger set. So this set is one of the brand new set that came out about 2 weeks ago, and it's a really good piece. So let's start with a 2-piece set, which increases the user's attack and defense by 4%. So this is 1% lower for attack boost than Arm set, but it gives an additional defense boost if you need a survivability. And for the 4-piece set, it increases the user's attack and defense by 3% every time you attack an enemy, stacking up to 8 times with a cooldown of 0.5 seconds. That cooldown, you're not gonna feel that. So this is gonna be about 28% attack and defense boost at max stacks. So with that, let's see the gameplay. The Warmonger set comes in at now our new gold medalist with an average damage of 296,040, which is a massive difference between an Arm set, and a 58,915 total difference between that and having no artifacts. That's a giant big difference from this brand new set, especially with how easy it is to stack up. But this set, unlike the Arm set, you need to run this at 4. You can't run this at 2 set, which is okay. So with that, let's move on to the brand new set, Angel in White. So unlike the other 2 set that we went over, which buffed a majority attack, Angel in White is different in that it mainly buffs HP and healing, as well as a supporting a boost for 8% for someone in your team who had the highest total power. Now the reason why I'm testing Angel in White is in this section is because when I first tried this, I wanted to see if this worked on your support. And I can confirm that putting Angel in White on your support does not boost Sung Jin-woo's attack. But if you have this on Sung Jin-woo, you will get that 8% damage increase. So with that, let's see what this can do compared to all of the other ones that mainly buffs your attack. Surprisingly, Angel in White comes in second place, pushing Arm down again to third place with a damage of 255,290, which puts it an increase of 18,154, almost 1,000 more than Arm. Now, does this mean that 5% attack is less than 8% damage increase? You can probably say that based on this, or it could also mean that, you know, the number that I got for Angel in White was a little higher. So technically these two can be equal, but based on this testing, Angel in White is slightly better than Arm. Now, Angel in White is a support set, so in Hunter fights, you're probably gonna have Angel in White if you're gonna use it, if you're not using Burning Blessing. On other hunters, and your DPS can have like Armed or Burning Blessing. But for Sung Jin-woo, it's just funny that Angel in White out damages Armed. So with that, now let's move on to one of our favorites, which is Burning Curse. Now for Burning Curse, there's going to be two tests with Burning Curse. So first, we're going to use the Burning Curse as a 2-piece set by itself with nothing else. And the 2-piece set effect increase your damage taken by 10%, but also increases your damage by 10% plus an additional 0.1 second every 1 second, stacking up to 100 times. So this is going to be a total of 20% damage increase with 2-piece. We're not going to test out a 4-piece set for Burning Curse because that doesn't buff our damage, and normally you never run 4-piece set. You either do 2-piece or you go straight to 8-piece. So the second test is going to be a 2-piece Burning Curse as well as an additional 2-piece set of Armed, because Armed give us the most damage because it gives us a 5% attack, and that's the highest damage increase you can get from anything, maybe except for one-hit kill, but we're not testing ultimate. So yeah, we're gonna do 2-piece Curse by itself and then 2-piece of Curse and Arm. So with that, let's see the damage. The 2-piece Curse set comes in at number 2 in our damage ranking, out damaging Angel in White, and again, poor Armed goes down again. So at 15 to 22 stacks, which means this is your starting point and building up, the Curse set damage is around 264,610 with an increase of 27,485, and once you get full stacks, the Curse set is still lower than Warmonger, but at a respectable 283,906 with an increase of 46,780. So your Curse set, even at 2-piece, is better than your 4-piece Arm set. But the thing is, you can run those two together, so let's see those two paired up, and let's see if they can, and hopefully they can dethrone Warmonger. If not, then we'll have our King of Damage on the left hand side of our artifacts. And with that, we have a brand new winner on the highest average damage for a set, which is just the left side set, with the 2-piece Curse set and 2-piece Arm set combining with maximum stacks at 100, average damage at 297,357 with an increase of 60,231 compared with no artifacts. That finally outdamages the Warmonger set, except that's when it's fully stacked. So in the lower end, it's gonna do around 277,238 in the 15 to 22 stacks. So around 50 to 70, you'll be around 280. So still, the most consistent damage, even though the combination of Curse and Arm is slightly higher. The Warmonger set is still gonna be the highest damage overall that you can get from just the left side piece without counting the right side piece, because that's a different total beast. And with that, if you really want, you can also do something interesting. Since we haven't talked about any right hand set, that's going to be on a different video because this is going to be too long already. You can combine the Warmonger set alongside the 2-piece curse set. That also works. But with only using the left hand side, we can't do that because the 2-piece Warmonger set is not as good as the 2-piece arm set. So yeah, this is our ranking. We have the gold medalist of Curse and Arm, 297,357. We have the silver medalist with Warmonger at 296,040. We have our bronze medalist, which technically shouldn't even be here, with the 2-piece Curse set at 264,610. And we have the sad face of Angel in White at 255,290, which Angel in White is okay with because it's a support set. But armed, 4-piece arm set at 254,380 damage. But there's one piece set that I haven't talked about, because all of these have one thing in common. None of these are crits. And we have one set that mainly deals with crit. So, instead of having a gameplay for that, because, you know, getting crit is nonsense, I have one more chart to show you guys, and this is it. So, with crits, this is the brand new ranking, including the toughness set, when your skill crits. And crit is a big part of this game, of course, so you'd think toughness set would do a lot. But sadly, it's only 3rd place. 2-piece curse set plus 2-piece arm set, crit damage is 505,745, putting it in 1st place. Warmonger's crit is 503,505. So these sets have 70% crit built in, because that's how much crit I have with my gems. And toughness set gives you an additional 32%, putting me at over 100%. And it's only at 479,184, which is a very big disadvantage, especially since if you don't crit, you're doing 237,126 average, or whatever how much you have stats. You're going to be doing so low of a damage with toughness set that it's not worth it. You rather do 2-piece curse plus armed or a Warmonger set. The only thing with that is that your CP is going to be low compared to a full curse set, but that's a separate problem that we're going to go over in the future video when we go over the right hand side, as well as full set build. And then after that, we're going to go over supports on what's the proper way to build them, similar to this. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, and with that, it's your boy Yuya. I'm out.